Good afternoon, everyone. How you making out? I'm doing all right. We're back this week with another video. We got another topic to talk about today. And first things first, I gotta get a couple things out of the way. We're gonna try not to say very too much this week. And this week is a special episode. It's only our second episode, but it's a special episode. We're giving out an Employee of the Month award. So stay tuned, and that's what's coming up next. Is it gonna be Kyle? Is it gonna be Craig? Is it going to be Chris? Is it going to be myself? This is the Employee of the Month right here. Right here. Today's topic is about bees. We're kind of new at this gardening stuff, and last year, a couple years ago, we started, and I guess we didn't realize the importance of bees. Until last year, I tried to grow a lot of plants in my greenhouse, and I had beautiful big plants and no fruit. And I think my problem was pollination. So this year we tried to make some adjustments, and we put some flowers in the greenhouse, and we have these sunflowers here to attract the bees to this part of the farm. So we still have a lot more to learn about bees, but we're going to try to give you some of the things we've found out. Okay. Like Corey has said, the bees have really put in a lot of work this year, and they're still putting in work. This is a variety we failed to mention in our last video. They're called Berries Crazies, and you can see by the flowers how they're going to have a lot of fruit, and they do have a lot of fruit in a little amount of area. So the bees are really going to work hard to get all these done and produce the fruit that they need to. So after last year's crop, to help things along, my uncle brought in some mason bees, and we're going to show you in a few seconds just the basics of what the mason bees can do and how you could raise them yourself. So this year what my uncle had done is he had purchased some mason bee cocoons, and around the 1st of June he laid them on top of this nest, and he waited for them to emerge. They emerge when the temperature gets right. The male and female will go out, they will breed each other, and then they will pollinate. The males will die, and then when the females are about ready or mature, they'll come back and they will lay eggs in these holes. Typically they lay 6 female eggs and then 4 male eggs, and then they will seal the hole off with mud or clay or whatever they can find. Next year in the nature, what they would do is that the males would emerge first, go out and pollinate, bring food back for the females, and when the females emerge, the males would breed them. The females would then gather food and then come back and start the process all over again. Now what he has here is that you can see here that they've already filled some of these holes in with the clay. So there are eggs already in there, and cocoons are forming. So what this nest does is it actually comes apart. So what he will do is when the season is over, he will separate these layers and pick out any cocoons that are viable, and you put them in the crisper of your fridge until next season when you want them. Set them out again, wait till the weather gets warm enough, and they'll emerge and start the process all over again. So you might ask, why mason bees and not honeybees? Mason bees are actually 50 times more efficient at pollinating crops than a honeybee is. They keep to themselves. They do not produce any honey, so if you're looking for honey, you won't want them. But as far as strictly pollination, they are excellent. They do not swarm. Their bite is very mild. So there are some, or many, depending on what you want them for, many benefits to the mason bee over a honeybee or even a bumblebee. Okay. So these mason bees, what they do is that they will breed, they produce on their own. They're very hard workers, and as you can see by the nest, they take very good care of their young. So that's why we have named them Employee of the Year along with the other bees. Over myself specifically, because of those things, I can only do one.